When starting off with polymer clay, it's really important to observe some basic guidelines. That way you'll have fun using your clay and you'll come out with the best possible project. The work surface is the first thing I'd like to talk about. Just like if you're painting or doing any other craft, you'll want to protect fine furniture and flooring from your craft medium. Acceptable work surfaces would be any non-porous glass or metal, baking sheets or tinfoil. And if you're going to borrow some baking sheets or objects from your kitchen, keep those in your clay kit from now on and don't return them for use with food. Our clay is non-toxic, but we still don't want to mix and match food and clay. Conditioning is a very important part of polymer clay use. Conditioning just means when you take it out of the package, you start working it in your hands. You want to continue to do so until it's very soft and pliable. So this is the hand method of conditioning. You can also use this method to mix two colors together. So just take two or more colors, work them in your hands till they're soft, twist them and fold them and twist again until the clay is as marbled or as mixed as you would like it to be. Another method for conditioning clay would be through a clay dedicated pasta machine. Now clay comes generally in a 2-ounce brick, so you don't want to run this whole thing through the machine at once. What I'd like to see you do is section the clay into thinner pieces using a very sharp blade, and then push those one at a time through the machine. Now I have my machine set on the thickest setting, and that's what you want for conditioning or sheeting at first. I'm going to put each piece through, then combine these two, make a larger sheet. Then once I have a large sheet, I'll fold it in half, always pressing the folded side through first. That way any trapped air is getting pushed out through the open side. Here again, you can use this same method for mixing two colors through the machine. Just press two or more colors together through, fold them, pressing the folded side through first, and continue to do so until the clay sheet is as marbled or as mixed as you would like it to be. Now, you can control the consistency of your clay. Some clay is softer than others, some clay is firmer, but you can have a say in how you like the clay to feel in your own hands. If you have clay that is too soft, you can leach some of the softening ingredient out by pressing a sheet of clay through on the thickest setting, laying it on a piece of copier paper, and then letting it rest for a while. You can see here the oil residue on the paper. That's actually the softening ingredient coming out of the clay, making the clay stiffer. Likewise, if your clay is too firm, you can soften it using mold maker. Just a pinch of mold maker and a handful of firm clay. Either hand condition that together or run it through the pasta machine, and you can have the clay just as soft as you would like. In this way, you can have clay always the consistency that you like for working with your projects. Now, baking is just as important as conditioning. First, you want to make sure you check the package for the proper temperature and the proper length of time for curing. Preheat the oven. Use an oven thermometer to make sure that the oven temperature is accurate on the inside. When your project is complete, put it in the center of the oven, ideally about 4 inches away from any heating elements. Allow it to bake for the full length of time, and then be sure and let it cool completely before you handle it. Now, cleanup is really easy. I keep wet wipes on my clay work table all the time. I clean my hands between color changes. I clean my work surface and my tools with a wet wipe. And at the end of the project, I just clean up with soap and water. Now, I hope you've really benefited from this a list of basic guidelines for use with polymer clay, and I wish you the best success in making your polymer clay creations.